Um, we are week 30, I think, and it's been better than last week. So I'm taking it. Truth is, I'm not filming at the original place because it's full of cushions. I've been working a lot on the place because the bed was broken, so I had to fix it. I had to change the bookshelves to replace them by these ones that I found at a thrift store last Saturday. So I can move the two red ones here, so I can have this wall to display my umbrellas. So great improvement, but damn did it take a long time. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show before I sit down. Truth is, yeah, it felt like a very long week because it was very hot and very comfortable. So my frustration was at maximum level, which didn't help. But overall, I still managed to do things, even if those things were mostly in the last 2 days, as usual. I still did them. So, first, I'm actually using my bullet journal the way it was meant to be used. So, great. It's gonna be more comfortable from now on. So, yeah. And so I can tell you that indeed. Wait a minute. Okay, so there's a little problem. Yeah. So as you know, my sleep schedule is pretty fucked up. So apparently, whatever I did on Saturday count as last Friday on my bullet journal, which I did not see coming, but it's okay. It's okay. So I know that. Yeah, okay. On last Friday, I did go to a thrift store. I think I filmed it, and went to fetch a package, and I did the cake and I did the tomato jam. So the next day, which was in fact Sunday, but we are not going to count it as such. So Sunday I moved all of the furnitures and I fixed the bed, and it was huge. I had to move everything I had outside, including mostly my books, which I have a lot of them, and move everything then and remove all the spiders. Frankly, there was too much spiders. There have been a lot of spiders this week, way too many, and replace everything back. And it's positive because it's not as pretty as before, because those two are very different and they don't really match together, but at least it works. All of my books are where they're supposed to be. The comics books are there, and I actually have room to display my umbrellas. I wish I could say I had room for the scarves too on the wall, but I do not. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put the scarves because it's not gonna be there. Maybe in the stairs case. We'll see. There was also I don't think that's called an estate sale. We call it MTU attic, so I think it's I don't know the word of it. It's like a garage sale, but it's like different people having little stands. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, it was a pretty small one, and I wanted to overlook it, but my neighbor went. I was like, I don't have anything better to do today. So I went, and it was frustrating. It was small. There wasn't any antique, anything really fancy that I really wanted. So I spent $20 on Christmas ornaments, and I came back home. And I defrosted my freezer because the ice was making it difficult to even close the damn thing. I don't know what is wrong with my freezer, but it's always overfull with ice. I can't put things in there because every nook and cranny is occupied by ice, and it's very frustrating. So I have to do that thing every once in a while where I just chip off the ice, and yeah. So I did that on Sunday too. On Monday I went to fetch packages again and buy some cooking gas, and one of the packages was this little device that has become my new best friend, and it's an AC machine, and it's very small, but it's like more efficient than the big one I found at the thrift store, which is insane in its own. I don't know where to put it. There. And that means that my sleep has improved now that I managed to use all three machines correctly. Problem is both the big AC machine and the fan take a lot of room, and that's an issue because I can't keep them all year long. I just don't have the room to stock them. Right now they're only surviving because my bedroom is upstairs. Fucking mess, and I'd rather step on stuff than give up the fan, you know. But both of them are very voluminous, and I'm gonna have to find where to put them, or decide to donate them, or try to stock them outside, but that's not a very sound thing to do. Let's see. And I cleaned, and I cooked some zucchini for my cats. And I crocheted, watching Leverage, and I already finished season 2. Like, I spent whole week just because I got it Monday, and I spent all week watching Leverage and crocheting the dime doll. So yeah, that's mostly what I did, because I didn't have, at least I had the AC when I was there crocheting. I had the AC just pulsing on my head. It made life bearable, you know, at that point. So the only thing I could find the energy for was crocheting from the Leverage. So that's what I did. On Tuesday I managed to do the dishes, and I was pretty proud of myself. I did more cooking because the zucchini didn't turn out well, so I had to do it again. And I finally sealed my jars of tomato jam, so that was cool. I did more crochet, and I planned August bullet journal, mostly daily, which was nice. On the 20th, so on Wednesday, no, I think I finished it yesterday. I finished the parts yesterday. I'm not sure. Between Wednesday and yesterday, I finished all of the parts of Wei Weixian. Je sais plus son nom. I don't remember its name. It's WWX. It's a character from The Untamed, and that it's named after that. It's the bottom one, if you need. And I made some cupcakes chocolate cupcakes to use my Italian meringue buttercream that I had defrosted for the cake and that I ended up not using. So I made the cupcakes to go with it. I made chocolate cupcakes with potato chips. It was pretty good, but I couldn't eat more than 2 without getting sick. So I gave them away to my neighbors, which was great. Yesterday I did some filming. So I did skeletons for June, July and August. That means that I have the page running. I have all the proper finished casings and all, and I'm pretty proud of myself. For all 3 months I have very inventive, pretty stuff that take a long time and that I usually don't do. But I do not have the art pages and the art where they're supposed to be, but I still have the pretty casing for everything else. So it's a skeleton, but it's efficient and it's workable, and that's what I needed at that point. So yes, it's still missing the art. I did that before, like 2 years ago, when I just kept it because I didn't have the mind space and the time for it. So now I have 3 months with the skeleton, and even if we are the 22nd and August is coming soon, I will not have to scramble for things for August. I already have it. It's nothing. And let me tell you, some of them took fucking forever. And I hated myself for doing it. Like, I was like, why am I doing this for myself? This one took forever. It's okay, it looks pretty good. And it's working. And it's working! I can finally use my bullet journal. It's been months! It's been so long since I could actually use it. It was nice. It took a long time. I was there for hours. And I watched all of the Disneys except Sickles. But I watch all Disney, old animation, like not computer animation, movies where they are talking mice. And frankly, there are way too many of those. Like, so many of them include talking mice. This is insane! This is way too many! This is insane! But it's okay, at least it kept me busy while I was filming, but frankly there was something wrong with that. They have a type, and it's not a great type. Today I went to Mahjong. I sent again my mermaid to my friend in Slovakia because it returned. Of course it returned. And yeah. And I went grocery shopping and I spent $90 on a run that was just supposed to be grab some chips and chocolate and call it a day, and I spent $90 because little. And I finished the latest cursed doll. Fuck. So it was not supposed to have a stump, but I was running out of yarn. So meet him. Like, I have his name somewhere. His face is a little wonky and he's supposed to sit like that, so I'm struggling with keeping his stump straight because it doesn't have wire in it. So it's kind of a problem. His name is Wei Wengxian. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But that's him, and yeah, he's sitting like that. I don't want to give you a more graphic image than anything, but yeah, he's getting raped. So he's sitting like that. And I finished him, and I'm glad. I was really running out of yarn, so I'm glad I managed to do something at all. Even if he has a stump instead of a leg, it just adds to the curse. I think she's gonna love it. And that means I only have one left to do, and if it keeps getting hot, because like the last 2 days it's been raining, so it was not as hot, but if it comes back and I'm still paralyzed in front of the computer because I can't do anything else, I will probably finish the last one pretty fast. Which will be nice because I can wait to move on to crochet things that are not cursed dolls. At that point, I just want this to be over and sent, and I just say bye bye. So yeah, I only have one left. I can do this. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. I like all of them for their little unique twist and quirks. And even if this one has the face really wonky, you know what, it works. It works as it is. And I don't have a plan for next week at that point. I'm just happy to have a bullet journal again. So we'll see what I do next week. I'd like to film the confetti charm thing, because now I have most of them, most of the charms, it's the confetti and stuff. So I can film the first and maybe the fruity refill too, and that would be nice. I wanted to wait for the dice, but they're not here. So there's that. Anyway, I think I want to do that. It would be nice to do some edition. I really want to write. I need to write eventually, because I did not do well with that. Like, can you believe at first I was like, I'm gonna write every day. That did not happen, sweetie. It's okay. Also, I decided what color I wanted to paint my car. I want to paint it a rich dark yellow with aging in brown, so it looks aged and a little dirty. And I'll trace some mandala henna designs with dark brown on it and then varnish it. And I think it's gonna look really cool. It's gonna take a long time, but I think it's what I want to do. So I'm gonna order the supplies for it and start it maybe next week. We'll see. I did not do any archery because the weather was just not meant for it. First, because it was scorching hot the moment the sun was up, and then because it was raining 24/7 mostly. Like, not 24/7, but I didn't have an hour I was sure it wasn't raining, so I can put up all of the things, like the bow and the arrows and the target, everything. It doesn't like rain all that much, and you want to risk it, so I did not. My little creation, my latest little curse thing. I think I'm developing more and more love for it the longer it sits. So that's positive. Hello. Nobody. She has her bitch face on. I know that if I try to touch her right now, she's gonna bite my hand off. I'm getting good at reading her. So yeah, positive things. I do have a lot of things to work on. But yeah, it was a good week, and I'm looking forward to next week because I'm still gonna do great things too with it. Shut up. So I'll see you next week.